Thanks.
No, thank you. Excuse me a moment.
Where are you going, Frank?
Excuse me. I think you've had enough. What'll it be? Bourbon and water, no ice. Nice, quiet place you got here.
We'll hit the pitch in about an hour. That's when they really go out of their minds.
Who's the blonde?
Oh, she's one of the chicks that hangs around here. She's jive crazy.
Come again?
Oh, you ain't hip, pal. Jive crazy means that she goes for this.
All I did was notarize a bill of sale. But that piece of paper could have proven that Phillips didn't commit suicide. He was murdered. And that's why Halliday poisoned me. Would you?
Call the morgue. Johnson, you go to the Allison Hotel, find Paula Gibson. Don't tell her anything. I'll break it to her.
How shall I make out the report on him, Captain?
Better make it dead on arrival.
I was at the club the night before the shooting. I just felt that the man that was poisoned, he wanted to settle all debt with the guilty party before he went down. Look, I love the nightlife. I love the clubs. And I'm willing to take this assignment for expenses, hotel, meals, and by all means, club expenses.
Your name Bigelow? Frank Bigelow?
You don't expect me to believe this conversation. So, what is on your mind? I mean, underneath. You forced your way into my affairs, and now I want to know what.
Look, what it is, this man that was poisoned, whoever did it, we're dealing with a very serious situation. They kill in more ways than one. This man could have been gunned down, but no, it was poison. What other means have they got of killing people? Execution on the streets, what?
That's right. I'm the dealer who bought the iridium from Phillips.
Look, when we get this autopsy report back, we'll have more to go on. Was the man poisoned with arsenic, rat poison, or what? I'm checking on the legs, but when we get this autopsy report back, It's going to be a lot of help to me.
You can tell from a man's eyes when he is afraid. Look at his eyes.
That's right.
No, I don't want any trouble, but I would rather leave with answers.
my own fight scene between Dave and myself. We had a fight scene, and we did our own fight. And of course, I crashed the car over the cliff, not knowing anything about it. But I had to do it. They looked at me and said, "We got to do it, kid."
Well, I appreciate your help. I would ask for backup in this situation. What I'm saying is, keep lawmen on my surveillance. It'll be for my advantage. I think more and more of them's coming up, and there's a challenge now, and law enforcement is really eager and willing to do something about it. And I don't know the situation, but I feel this is organized assignment. I feel there's more than one person involved. Not only with this case, but plenty of others. When we catch the killer, or the true killer behind all this, I think it's going to save a lot of lives. Because I think these killings are set up as contract killings. It could be organized crime, it could be anything. You got better ways of proving stuff now. Well, what I want to ask you, Sheriff Williams,
He was the farmer. Remember the scene where he was driving down the road? Oh, there's some milk just came in. But anyway, he was driving up, and there's a car, an open-air car, convertible, and a girl running across the cemetery. He stops the car.
This was blind justice.
I just found that some of this street gang violence are really contract fights paid for by organized crime. What are you going to write in your report?
I'll write the truth.
I feel that everyone should be aware of the truth. And I want to know the truth. If this man is not guilty of what I think he is, I'll be glad for him.
I think everyone should be aware of the truth.
Settle a lot of debt with the guilty party. It could come to a whole lot more than that. It could be, but what I'm saying, you think that you got a dedication to the gang you're in. Well, what I'm saying is, I just feel you're involved in organized crime and you don't know it. I'm saying, how if these people are possibly working with a crime organization, passing themselves off as street fighters. And you're going to be in serious trouble unless you know to get out. Well, I can't help what the situation is. All I'm telling you, get out while you can. I was at that club the night before the shooting. I just feel that this man was poisoned. This Sergeant William S. Gray, the man that I've been tracking, he's not the guilty party. He is not guilty for these stomping deaths. The next suspect is this psychiatrist, William C. Craig. All these lectures that he's been giving at the sheriff's office about the behavior of a prisoner, well, I just feel possibly he was a prisoner. And he's talking from experience and not schooling from a book. Yet, I don't know how this ties in with the 3 Oriental fighters that have fought. All I'm saying, James, you know yourself that if the government can put anyone on a witness protection program and get them the proper identity, it wouldn't be any problem for this psychiatrist, William C. Craig, to get the identification he needs to get into the Biloxi Mental Hospital. That's a doctor. And no, you should not have killed old man Charlie. We cannot get money off dead men. Mr. Brent, he rebelled. That's our policy. To show what happens when men rebel.
They had to die. I was right!
I formed this Oriental mob to give you Oriental people a chance to make the Americans pay for what they did to your ancestors and to give you employment. We've got over 100 customers now. We deal through fear, guns, pattern burns on the hands, they could be traced right back to us. No. We deal with hand-to-hand combat. Our next target is Sergeant William S. Gray, alias Billy Williams. He's taken out 3 of our Oriental fighters. We need to get this man out of the way. Sergeant Gray kicked your fathers around in Vietnam with their hands tied behind them. He dipped them in water, making them think that they were drowned. You need to deal with this man. You need to get this man out of the way. We'll go with our best fighters. We'll beat this man on his own terms. He's an old man. Maybe he's skilled at self-defense, but he's no match for the young warriors. Mr. Gray will meet his vendetta. The man that police was shot and killed in the cafe, he was involved in organized crime. The man that he was after, they got away. I traced this man down, and he told me he knew who poisoned the officer. To make a long story short, that leader of the street gang, he was the guilty party. Well, I thank you.